What's up, idols? It's CC Lesson 3. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Yo, I'm sorry, I'm excited because I literally just read one of my favorite "your man is cheating on you" story times I've ever heard. We just got a story from a girl who just moved to Korea, and she went on a date with this guy, and on their first date she caught him cheating, and the way she told the wife is legendary. I just put that on Patreon. Patreon is a good place to put those like shorter ones that wouldn't really be a full YouTube video, but it's juicy. Oh, I love this girl for what she did. You gotta let the girls know that they're being cheated on. I'm sorry. So check the link in the description if you want that tea, as well as tons of other tea we have exclusively on Patreon right now. For this video though, I was just minding my wholesome happy-go-lucky business, and I'm scrolling and I saw this article.
I gotta share it with y'all.
You know how here on this channel we talk all things Korean, and especially dating, especially foreigners dating in Korea, K-pop, story times, all sorts of stuff. And one of my videos that blew up pretty decently back in 2023 was like, are Korean men good in bed? Weirdly, that is like the #1 question I get when people send messages. So for context, I think the reason some people, it's not that many people, I think the reason some people are asking me this is because when I lived in Korea as an English teacher, I did have a Korean boyfriend while I was there. I've shared some like story times where I've met like the absolute scum, but I've also had a lot of good and great encounters with men that I literally have nothing bad to say about, and this ex was one of them. We broke up because of distance. He was in the States studying and I was still in Korea finishing my contract, and the distance it wasn't working out. He was a great guy, like I don't have anything bad to say about it, and when I was sharing some details about our relationship, people have asked like, oh, what's it like? So that's why the topic came up on my channel in the first place. And you know, there are also all these stereotypes out in the world, right? A big one is, oh, Asian men are smaller, right? So I think that's another reason why a lot of foreigners and Western women ask me about this, or ask for stories or info, or other girls in the comments and they talk about this. That combined with the fact that South Korea is like one of the plastic surgery capitals of the world, this next article I'm about to share with you guys should not at all be shocking. It's from the good old Korea Herald, and I was just scrolling on Instagram, and I gotta read this with you. Size matters. Unpacking penile surgery trends in Korea. Oh! That's right, ladies and gents. Guys are getting surgeries over there to expand the size of their member. I don't know much about it, but apparently this surgery is really popular these days, and it's more affordable than it's ever been. And it seems like a lot of younger guys who feel insecure or inadequate are looking to this surgical alternative. I'll leave this article linked below if you guys want to look at it yourself, but I'm pretty much gonna read the gist of this because I'm excited. Okay, it's entertainment. Lim, a 30-year-old office worker, was taken aback when she first saw her boyfriend's altered anatomy. He had undergone surgery to insert silicone implants in the shape of beads or rings beneath the skin of the glands, transforming the eggplant into a sunflower-like shape. Commonly known as sunflower surgery or T-ring surgery here. She said, I was surprised, but it was a good surprise, a positive one. This surgery is primarily used to increase the girth and enhance the pleasure by allowing the implants to rub against the walls during fun time, delivering intense O's and other sensations.
Sensational.
Eggplant enlargement continues to be one of the most common surgeries pursued by men in Korea today. For many, size does indeed matter. Men are often subjected to societal pressures, both explicit and implicit, frequently making eggplant size a subject of humor and jokes. Perhaps due to this backdrop, Korean men show keen interest on eggplant enlargement surgeries, and many, like 35-year-old office worker surnamed Ha, reported undergoing such procedures. He said, I had eggplant enlargement surgery, and I am a former Army non-commissioned officer. Most of my unit's peers, juniors, and seniors also have done it. Ha underwent the sunflower surgery about 10 years ago.
She wanna ride like a cruise, and I'm not trying to lose.
Prices for the basic procedure start around 500,000 won, which is less than 400 bucks US, with additional features costing more. Ha, who declined to offer his full name, expressed satisfaction with the procedure, stating, my girlfriends are satisfied and my former colleagues say their wives and girlfriends are satisfied too. However, he noted occasional discomfort, feeling as if foreign objects were lodged inside. Well, I mean, it is. There is something foreign in there, but can you imagine feeling it? Another individual, a 25-year-old university student using the pseudonym Kim Min-jae, underwent eggplant enlargement surgery at a urology clinic in Gangnam in Seoul last year. He explained that his motivation for the surgery stemmed from a painful personal experience, and this is what he said. I happened to see an Instagram DM exchange a few years ago between my then girlfriend and her friend discussing their intimate experiences with their partners. She mentioned that mine was significantly smaller than her previous boyfriend's and that she couldn't feel much pleasure with me. Discovering this by chance on her phone, I was devastated and it led me to a point of depression. Determined to address his perceived inadequacies, Kim measured his eggplant and found that while his length was the average range, his girth was about 1 centimeter less than average. This realization prompted him to consider surgery. He opted for a fat grafting procedure, also known as a fat transfer phalloplasty, which involves extracting fat from areas like the inner thigh or abdomen, purifying it, transferring it into syringes, and eventually injecting it into the eggplant shaft to increase girth. Immediately after the surgery, my girth increased by 1.5 to 2 centimeters, and after 6 months, it stabilized at about a centimeter more. Although the pain when waking up from anesthesia was intense, I've since felt much less self-conscious. So, can we talk? I literally did not know this was a thing. That sounds scary. And it makes me feel sad that, you know, some guys feel like they need to do this. But it just shows you how, like, if there's an issue you feel insecure with about your physical appearance, your physical body, there's probably a surgery for it. I remember watching White Chicks when she was like, oh, I got my knees done. And is that a thing? Like, can you put implants in your knees or something? It's crazy how there are so many cosmetic procedures out there. If there's something you don't like about your body, or there's something you want to add to your body or take away from your body, there's a surgery for it, and most likely in South Korea. So while girls are out here getting BBLs, guys are getting eggplant enlargement surgeries. They're getting fat transferred into their eggplants, while women are getting it into their butt, out of their thighs, out of their tummy. Wow. Dr. Lee Haeng-nam, a specialist in urology, stated using one's own fat eliminates the risk of allergic reactions, leading to a lower likelihood of complications. Due to these advantages, 4 out of 5 patients seeking eggplant enlargement surgery, regardless of age, choose this procedure and report high satisfaction. Lee also noted that while this procedure is beneficial for the general population, individuals with naturally small eggplants or micro eggplant conditions may find particularly high satisfaction levels. According to Lee, the average eggplant, I'm saying eggplant a lot, I am so sorry, but the amount of times the P word is mentioned in this article will absolutely get me demonetized, so I gotta say eggplant, I'm so sorry. According to Lee, the average eggplant girth for Korean men is about 6 to 7 centimeters when flaccid, but 25% of Korean men either have a micro eggplant, less than 4 centimeters, or experience dissatisfaction known as micro eggplant complex. Now you may be wondering, what are the risks in something like this? Because it seems like it's on the up and up. Like, it seems like every guy who's gotten it seems like he's happy and his partner's happy too. Let's get into that part, the risks. These procedures, however, come with reports of ineffectiveness or severe side effects. The American Urological Association warns that most eggplant enlargement techniques are ineffective and risky, citing complications such as ineffective fat injections, unsafe ligament divisions, and various surgical risks. An anonymous individual recently shared his experience on the dating forum DC Gallery. We talked about DC Gallery. For those who don't know, I got familiar personally with DC Gallery because that's where a lot of people started to do unaliving packs and then live stream their unaliving, and other people encouraging them to unalive themselves. It's kind of like their Reddit sort of, but like way less monitored, and people can run free and say whatever they want. He described enduring severe pain, incurring costs of 4 million won to 5 million won, and experiencing inflammation, which ultimately required the removal of the dermal substitutes. This is what he said, quote, "Before the surgery, my flaccid length was 5 centimeters when erect. After the surgery, there was only a slight increase in flaccid length, but I encountered relentless pain. Remember, the satisfaction varies greatly between individuals. Think twice before deciding." Faye's mom just came back, if y'all hear her in the background. While I do feel it's very sad that men feel like they have to do this or want to do this or feel insecure about this, part of me is like, oh, that's sweet, you want to like satisfy your partner, but at the same time I don't think that's worth the risk, dude. Something that's that cheap cannot possibly be good for you. It's just, we talk time and time again about plastic surgery women feel pressured or forced to get because they want people to like, oh, you're so pretty, oh, you'd be so pretty if you had a smaller nose, oh, you'd be so pretty if you had bigger boobs, if you had a tinier waist, if you had smaller thighs, if you had a bigger butt, if you had fuller lips, if you had a smaller jaw. The list is endless, right? Men go through that too. You know, they don't walk around showing their eggplant to everybody, though. You know, you do have those Me Too clowns who think everybody want to see their eggplants, and I can promise you we don't. But damn, man, I was today years old when I found out that you can get a surgery to increase the size of your eggplant. I'm curious what y'all think about this. Like, I could not wait to talk to y'all about this. Do you guys remember Ollie London? Annoyingly, when I was typing in Korea eggplant surgery, Ollie London kept popping up, because you guys remember he was like transracial. He's a white English guy and he wanted to be Jimin and he wanted to be Korean.
Why are you running?
So he wanted to get an eggplant reduction surgery because that fits the stereotype of a Korean man. But annoyingly, that's what kept popping up when I was trying to do more research into this. So this article is the only recent article I found talking about it. And the fact that it's called the sunflower, unless it's stuck by ya.
You're a sunflower. I think your love would be too much.
And the fact that they said like 25% of Korean men have a micro eggplant, or they feel like they have a micro eggplant, that's 1 in 4. When we talk about foreign girls dating Korean guys, that's why that comes up. Are they good in bed? And I think that's why that video blew up. And even on Patreon, when like people share stories, like they're very quick to talk about the size. Like, oh, it was fat, it was thick, it was short but thick, it was long but skinny. Like, they go in depth about that because they know a lot of people want to know. But we're all about community, so share your experiences below. If you have questions, ask them and we can talk about them together. So yeah, guys, I don't want to yap for too long. Again, I'll put the article down below if you guys want to read more about this or look into it further. I'm curious. I wonder, I might be asking too much of y'all, but if you've ever been with someone who had eggplant enlargement surgery, let us know how it was. Like, please, in the comments. I'm very curious if you can tell if they are honest about it, or there's like, nah, it just came like that, baby. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Annyeong.